Amazing. Giving a shout out to Deb Jude. Missed you guys last night. So wish I would have been able to make it to that Christmas party. I hope it was amazing, but I was thinking about you. So thanks, Carrie, for letting me come on and spend some time with everyone, but really kind of wanted to keep this interactive. Okay, so if you have questions, send them over. I'm sitting right next to Carrie. We can answer any questions that you have, so feel free to interject as needed, because if you're asking a question, most like someone else has the same question as you. So let's kind of talk about a little bit more about this rebrand. You know, we got the new logo in the identity standards back in September, about the third week of September, and you know, January 2020 kind of really kicks off where we'd like to start seeing some things out there that need to be replaced and that new mark on it. So let's talk about that. We're going to start with your offices, and then we'll kind of go more into for sale sign ordering and all of that good stuff. But with your offices, you know, this theme that we're really trying to make certain comes across all of our offices is that this is not something that needs to be done on day one in January, okay? We have 2 years to transition all of our yard signs and, quite frankly, all of the stuff that needs to be transitioned. We've got plenty of time. So all of you are very conscientious about your offices, your office spend, what supplies you need, all of those things. So I would just ask you to keep going under that methodology as you look to transition your offices to the new mark. So we're working on digital letterhead for all of you. I've been getting a lot of requests for new letterhead with the new mark. You know, take a look at what you need that letterhead for, and is there an opportunity that you can go to a digital letterhead and print out that letterhead on demand in your offices versus, you know, us ordering 1,000 pieces of letterhead for you through a third party. So what I can tell you is that before the end of this year, we will load into the ASC Square letterhead for all of you to be able to edit. You'll be able to follow the format. The format will be all set. You can type in the address of your office, the phone number, contact information, everything you want in there, and then leverage our Staples account and get some nice paper that you keep in your office so that you can go ahead and print out that letterhead just when you need it, okay? Now, what about envelopes? So we have the ability in-house to print envelopes for you. I have 2 substantial, I call them Mac Daddy printers, but I've got 2 big ones that we use in the marketing department. And if you need 50 envelopes or 100 envelopes to have on hand at your office with the logo and return address, we can do those for you. You just need to reach out to anyone in the marketing department, and we can go ahead and fulfill that letter size envelope for you to have on hand at your offices, which will be far less expensive than us running out and ordering them for you at a third party. Because we would be doing those in-house for you, you don't need to have large quantities. If you just want 100, we can just send you over 100 to your office. The turnaround time is much faster than ordering through a third party as well, okay? Some of you even have the ability with your printers in your offices to feed in your envelopes and print them right from your local office printer. Whichever way you decide, we are more than happy to help you, okay? So keep that in mind. So don't get rid of the letterhead you already have in your office or any envelopes that already have the logo on them and everything. Use them up until they're gone, okay? Same thing with any of your other supplies that you have. You know, closing envelopes, closing folders. Let's talk about that for a minute. We've been getting a lot of requests from offices for closing folders. And ideally, we would prefer not to have this as an expense across our offices. However, I also understand if you and your manager feel that these are critical. What we'd like to see, and maybe you can help us with this, is that if a closing folder is something that you know your agents like in your offices, let us look to source those for your agents. And not only will it have their Coldwell Banker new logo on them, but we could put the agent name and the phone number and email address and really make that special to that agent, more so than just having a closing folder with the logo on it. We'd really like to get away from that. Also, for those of you that have relationships with your title companies, we're also able to send the title companies a really nice sticker that is translucent in the background, and it has the Coldwell Banker logo with your DBA, and then they can just affix that right to the title company's closing envelope. So that's a really good option for the closing folders as well. We just got a question. It says, along with digital letterhead, will there be a template for envelopes to print in the office? The answer is yes. We are going to go ahead, along with the digital letterhead, there will also be a formatted option in there for you to put that on your envelopes and print from your local office printer, okay? And again, if you don't have that option or you don't understand that option, just call the marketing department and we'll print some envelopes for you, okay? So on to pocket folders. Again, we're kind of talking about office supplies, things that you guys need. We are still getting orders trickling in from offices for pocket folders. And some of you have submitted your pocket folder orders right when we asked. And thank you so much for doing that. But we are still getting some offices that are trickling in late. And we're not there with the pocket folders. We were hoping to have them for everyone by the end of this year, but it's most likely going to be January. And I know that's a bit of an inconvenience, but we do buy these pocket folders in bulk. We'll order about 20,000 of the pocket folders, which means it dramatically reduces the cost of your pocket folders to your office line item. So, and also they're all DBA'd. They don't say Schmidt Family of Companies on them. They actually have your DBA. Sunstar Realty. Thank you, Becky. I know you like the pocket folders. I can't see the rest of the message. Maybe Carrie will open it up for me. Becky Borges says we like the pocket folders to use when working with buyers and sellers. Thank you, Becky. So those will be specific to your DBA. So Sunstar Realty will be on there, Paradise, Schmidt Realtors. You know, this isn't a generic Schmidt Family of Companies. So hang tight with the pocket folders. The pocket folders that we're ordering for you are the two pocket folders. I think that's what we need to say. It'll be a soft touch pocket folder. We went with a little thicker stock on the pocket folder this time just to give it a little more weight. But it'll be a soft touch. It will be an embossed logo with the new icon in your DBAs, okay? Now, some of you are liking those tri-fold pocket folders where it really went through the Schmidt Family of Companies and the history. I want you to know that even though the order that I'm placing now is for the two pocket folders, if you want some of those tri-fold Schmidt Family of Companies story pocket folders, tri-pocket folders, maybe you like those for recruiting, maybe those you like to leave behind at pre-licensing classes and recruiting events, just let me know and we can go ahead and update those for you, make it specific to your office with your DBA. And then we can print those for you and send them to your offices, okay? So please keep that in mind. I would just need to know which one it is that you want. As we continue to go through the logos, this is the really important one. If we go down, I don't know if many of you recall the Blue Sync call we did just about a week ago, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago. We talked about the logo usage, and I wanted to spend a few minutes on this because I really think all of you at the local office level can help us make certain that the logos are being used properly. So everyone can see the screen, right, Carrie?
Yep.
Okay, so the top logo where you see it on the white background, and Carrie's gonna kind of highlight over that, this is called the framed logo. The framed logo must always be used on a white or light background, okay? And then the one at the bottom that Carrie's hovering over now is always used on a dark background, and that's called the monogrammed logo, where it looks like it's floating. As we scroll down a little further, you're going to see what we've already been experiencing out with our logo. The one at the top is the most popular. And as you can see, that logo is actually being used improperly. Our logo should never be encompassed in a box like this. And again, I have to say that is what we're seeing out there the most right now that's happening. So when you see that happen, please help your agent try to adjust to the proper logo. Because this is a dark background, they would have used the monogrammed logo, okay? Not the framed logo in a white box. All right, because this is a light background on the second one, that should have been the framed logo, which is actually what was used up above. This should have been swapped a little bit, and this isn't supposed to be blue, the CB star. So I wanted to show some samples of what we're seeing out there now that's happening that isn't proper, so that when we do see these things happening, we try to correct them. We're also seeing people stretch our logo, stretch it vertically, stretch it horizontally. It's becoming a problem. Now, I know on certain websites and social media sites, the logo may or may not work, but I can tell you, just work with the marketing department and we'll make certain that we get it proper for you. For example, the framed logo, which is supposed to be used on a light or white background, from a social media standpoint, that may or may not work so well, and you may just want to use the icon. And even in some cases on those social media sites, the framed part of the logo doesn't work, and we just need to use the CB star. And in some instances, we need to make that blue, even though the identity standards don't allow for that. So there are some minor deviations that we can make, especially when it is relevant to a social site or website. And we will do that. But just reach out to me or someone in the marketing department, and we will try to help you make the best choice to do what you need to do there, okay? So continue to ask questions if there's anything that you need to shout out there. So the fourth quarter, we've been really focused on transitioning agent items, okay? Agent branded materials, any of the business cards that agents want done, things like that. And again, I'll remind you, agents don't have to swap out their business cards now. You as ASCs and managers, we don't have to swap up our business cards. Keep using the business cards that we all have. And when we run out, let's order new ones with the new logo. In fact, there's like 13 new business card designs we did that have the new logo represented on them. Of course, we'll always do custom if an agent wants something even further than that, but lots of new designs, but no need to rush off and do that. Name badges, continue to use the name badges that everyone has. And when that name badge needs to be replaced, or it's just time and the agent wants a new badge, well, then it's time to go to get a new badge. And you can assist them with connecting to the trophy case. You just need to get their agent credit card and you can order the new name badge for them. But again, it's absolutely no rush to run out and replace everything that we already have. It's just a really slow process. So going into 2020 Q1, and especially with the exciting announcements that you've heard from Carrie about our new websites and moving to Moxie, we're actually transitioning all of our assets and now to the new mark. So you're going to start to see our sites change. JD is going to be working with all of you on your office Facebook pages to transition those under the new mark with new graphics and really freshen up those pages. Getting to realtor.com and getting to all of those other sites is on our initiative for 2020. So we'll start to work with Carrie and her team along with the marketing group, and we will start to transition all of those sites over. And if you happen to come across something, that you're like, hey, this is still out there with the old logo, let us know, because we need everyone's help to really transition all of these logos over to the new mark, okay? For sale signs, let's talk. Oh, is there a place that we can see the 13 styles of business cards? There is. I'm going to show you a quick spot because we just finished it up for Ohio. If you go into the Ohio Square and you go into the new agent packet right here, we just updated their digital version of the packet. And as you continue to go through it, Carrie's moving really super fast. You're going to find, isn't that a big packet? It's a very big packet. All right, talking about the importance of headshots. Keep going. Business card order form, and here's the business cards. Okay, lots of different designs on there. We're also happy to get as creative as you want. I actually think that's more than 13. But we wanted to put out a lot of different options for people. Do you have to take those templated options? Absolutely not. You want us to create something custom for them? More than happy to do that, okay? So, for sale signs, let's go into that a little bit and keep your questions coming. I'll try to address them as you continue to do that. Is there a very impressive, oh, did you like that? Thank you. We just said that is very impressive. Can we have one for Michigan? Absolutely you can. I believe we would work with Carrie and Jeanette maybe? Jessica? Jason. I was trying to read Carrie's lips just now, everybody. We can absolutely prepare a new agent packet for all of your agents. And I hear Florida chiming in as well. You know what? I will get with Steve Carr, and I will also get with Jason. And Florida, yay, for St. Francis, or for St. Croix too. Bri, you got it. Everyone can have one. We'll start working on that, okay? So maybe what I could ask is for Bri and for others, we'll get with the regional leaders, have them mark up what is consistent, what's not. We'll work with the appropriate people, and we'll have one for every region. But this was one we just did for Ohio, and I'm really glad you guys like it. So thank you for that feedback. All right, for sales signs, we are getting some real excitement for the agent branded for sale signs. I was checking in with D-Signs, and as of Tuesday, we were already over 500 signs have already been purchased by our agents with the new agent branding on the new logoed signs, and they're really excited about them. So let's talk about what the process is, though. So for your offices, whatever your sign program is in your office, it's business as usual, okay? We are not making any changes to how you do business. Everything is same as usual. However, what we would really love is your help getting our agents excited about the new options. There's 3 approved sign designs that you all saw, hopefully by now, through many different avenues. But we have the classic white, which is what Carrie's showing right now. We have the classic blue, and the other design is the two-tone blue on white. The sign sizes have changed, okay? And in Florida, there's lots of different sign options because of their neighborhoods. But the standard office sign that was a 22 by 24 has been discontinued. It is a 24 by 24 office size panel, okay? An agent could also choose to order a 24 by 24 with their name and phone number on it. The additional option that's available now for everyone is the 30 by 24. So for those of you agents that list and sell luxury properties, the global luxury panel is a 30 by 24. So we now have that option as well with our residential signs, and people are really excited about it. You can have your headshot on the sign, the agent name, and the agent phone number is the only number on the sign panel, which is pretty exciting. There's new arced riders, lots of different directional designs, open house feather flags, so many things for them to choose from, okay? So let's just not automatically order office panels because agents need signs. We could really use your help making certain that they've seen how the agent branded signs look, and maybe instead of them making whatever monetary contribution they make to the office panel with a name rider, they might want to redirect those monies to their own signs with only their name and their phone number on that sign. So help us get them excited about that. It's working really, really well, and our agents are loving them, and we believe they will see more value from those signs when it's just their name and their phone number. So we just got a question, is there anything bigger for commercial property? So here's how we would work commercial signs under the new mark. You really want to bring those to the marketing group, okay? We'll go ahead and design the sign. So if you come to us and say, the property allows for a 4x4 sign, a 4-foot by 4-foot sign, we would gather the information that is needed on that commercial sign, and then we would design it under the identity standards and send it back to you to share with your agent to go ahead and order the sign for them, okay? So, and we'll give you some sign options too, but those would be more custom signs. We can scoot them over to D as well, but we've been able to source some other sign providers that can do a little bit better on the pricing, okay? Let's see, so are the old and new sign widths the same with the differences in the size, top or bottom? So it's the height that has changed, not the width. Okay, so the width of the signs has always been 24. The height was 22 before, okay? Now it's 24 by 24. And on the oversized panels, it's 30, meaning the height, and 24 is the width, okay? So what's good about that is if you were using a post and arm before, you can still use your same post and arms. If you were using yard sign frames, unfortunately, you're going to have to get new ones because they won't fit, okay? There's lots of great options. You can choose a white yard sign frame or blue. You can also choose a blue post and arm or a white post and arm. We've also seen some black post and arms out in our markets as well. We're in favor of that. They look really sharp. They kind of disappear and make the sign panel pop. So please feel free to use that option as well, okay? You can put riders at the bottom and riders at the top, all right? So if you want to see a step-by-step process as to how to order signs, I went ahead and put the step-by-step directions right in this document, and it's actually posted right in your ASC square. Now your agents would go through the same, that's the process that I actually gave here is really for your agents. Okay, because I know they're going to come to you and they're going to want to know how to order signs. So there's a step-by-step process, including the discount code that you need to have the agent put in. Because what we've done is this. We have a negotiated discount price for all of our agents that are a part of the Schmidt family of companies. It doesn't matter where that agent sits. Their discount price is already in there. And it's based on our global spend. Let's see, hold on, we got a question. One of our agents went to order a custom sign and would not let him put the broker's address on there. That's strange. I already emailed Gail, who is our rep at D, and told her to make certain that the broker address was on every sign panel in Michigan or Ohio. So that could have been a glitch. We do apologize, but that should be rectified. Okay, and if an agent experiences any struggles with ordering their signs, or if an office experiences any struggles with ordering their signs, you just need to let me know, okay? And we're happy to help them. We'll get everything resolved that they need to. We can bypass the system and make the order for them. They're still going to get their discount, and they're still going to get the additional money off their cart at checkout. Now let's talk about that additional money that they get off. So already there's a discount in place for all of our agents. However, we put in an additional discount for all of 2020 for our agents that are ordering signs. But here it is. We would want, it's a one-time use coupon code, okay? So they should go in, place their biggest order up front because they're going to get even additional monies off. If they spend $150, they actually get more than 10% additional off their order, okay? So make sure that you encourage them. Maybe, it's wintertime right now, right? Our signs are going to get beat up by plow trucks and the snow and everything else. Typically, we see a burst of sign ordering in the spring when everyone's getting ready for listing season. So if you can, and if an agent can, hold off and start to pull together their whole sign order and then go online and order what they need. We've got another question. What about new agents that the office pays for? Now remember, nothing has changed. So if you're an office that helps an agent get their new signs, We're getting lots of funny things. Someone just said plow trucks and snow. So if you need new signs for an agent, you can email me or you can email Kristen Gray. And either one of us can place the order for your new agent signs. Even for your office signs, if you have run out of signs, and again, I'm going to ask you to really help us with this. Please use up your signs that you have before you order new. Make sure they've been brought in from the market if they've sold. If they're still in good condition, we want you to use them. We only want to replace signs because we absolutely need to. Remember, this is a 2-year process. Nothing needs to go super fast, okay? So Kristen Gray and I can help anybody order their signs, whether it's an agent or an office. So Samantha sent me over an order for her new agent. She sent me the agent's headshot, the contact information, the sign design that the agent selected. And then I went ahead and requested the sign design so that I can send that back to Samantha so that her and her agent can review it, make sure it's accurate, and then I'll place the order for her once the design has been approved. Now, I will tell you, if you're going to order some signs for your office, we're probably going to ask some questions just to make certain you've used up your signs. Are you ordering the right quantity? Because again, the more we order up front, even as offices, the better price we get. So just be cautious of that. Don't feel like you have to rush, but let's get the signs as we need them. They really are beautiful. We're getting lots of great feedback on the signs, having the different design options, and we do want them out there in the market, but we also want to do it very smartly, okay? So what else can I cover, Carrie? Did we do everything?
I think so. Do you guys have questions? And if you have a question you're not comfortable typing, just shoot us a note and we can unmute you if you have audio. So let us know. While we're waiting for questions to come in, keep in mind in each region you have your ASC square because you all get Schmidt done. And so that is our logo here. So when you click on that, this document that we've just been going through is right here at the top. For those requests for the new agent packet, you want to head to Ohio first, scroll down to the lower right, new agent packet here, and take a look. We had stopped doing a PDF version of a new agent packet because of Schmidt Resources had everything in it, but the feedback has been that managers really like the actual packet. So go ahead and take a look. We'll work with the regional presidents and we'll get it updated for your region. So let us know what you need for that.
And don't forget about those pocket folders. If you really like that tri-fold one, maybe for recruiting, whatever it is you need. If you want something different, let me know too. But hang tight on everybody for holding on to your new pocket folders. We're doing the best we can, but we want to get the best price for all of you and order a large bulk at one time. So thanks for all of your patience while we continue to do that.
So Becky, if you want to head to Florida, because you're lucky enough to be sitting in there, even if you did have to turn your heat on finally today, and then you want to look for the square that has the shirts on it. It's our logo items. If you click there, it's right there at the top. It has all the contact information, what you need to send to the person to order it, and how to pay for it. So that can be found right there.
Yeah. So when you order through Mike at the trophy case, you just have to let him know that, I'm an agent and I need to order a name badge and I want to pay with my credit card. Or if it's something that the office provides, if it's a new agent or a staff member, or maybe that manager decided that they were going to buy all of their agents' new name badges. You just have to communicate that effectively to the trophy case so that they can either charge the agent credit card when they place the order, or they send me an invoice for that order, okay? So this question says, we do rentals in Florida on the East Coast. In the past, signs have been very small. Will that change or be the same as 24 by 24? So good question. So in Florida, which is very unique for our company, both coasts of Florida have certain sign restrictions in size. D Signs is prepared to make any size sign for Florida that is required based on the restrictions that they have, okay? So whatever you need, if it's easier for you just to come to me and say, Tracy, I need sign designs for a 2x4 or whatever it may be. I can go ahead and be proactive and get those designed for you ahead of time, and I can drop them into the Florida Design portal. So that when you log in with a Paradise login or a Sunstar Realty login, it will automatically recognize that you are in Florida, and those other size options will automatically populate for you to order, okay? I'm also happy to order that for you, and you can bypass the portal. One other exciting news about this portal is right now we're showing you logging through CB Exchange to go into the D-Sign portal. However, with Carrie's new website rollout and Moxie implementation, we're going to be putting a vendor icon within Moxie that allows for a single sign-on access to the D-Sign portal, which is going to make the customer experience overall much more pleasant by going through less clicks to get there. So we're really excited about that, and we expect that to go live sometime in Q1, okay? See where it says the yard sign incentive right there in CB Exchange? That's where you go now. But moving forward, once Carrie fulfills the full implementation, we'll have that on there as well through Moxie. So I was just asked the question, will the letterhead template be emailed to us? The answer is no. It will be in your ASC Square on or before December 31st. In fact, I just got the drafts of the new letterheads and envelopes. We'll probably have it up there before Christmas. But at worst case scenario, it will be on there before December 31st. So just go to Schmidt Resources for everything you need, okay? All right. I hope I covered everything. You guys have been great through this rebrand process. Having all of you right there locally, being able to get everyone excited about it and answer questions. It's just really been a blessing. So I really thank all of you for being just so excited about this process and being so helpful. And if there's anything I can do to help you guys to make it easier, if you feel like you really need something that's specific to your office, I'd love to help. We'll create it. Also help to come in and do training. If you need me to come into your office and talk about the rebrand and help get your agents excited, talk about marketing plans for 2020, whatever it may be, please lean on us. We're happy to do it. And yes, we'll be back to St. Croix for sure. Carrie, can we go back to St. Croix now?
After seeing what our view is outside right now, I wouldn't mind.
Yes, we would love to come back, Bri. We would love. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and please reach out to me if you need anything, or Carrie. Remember, Kristen Gray and we're here to help you all the way through this sign process, so please lean on us, okay? Any other questions before we go?
Okay. Well, we actually won't have our 1st and 3rd in January because it is New Year's Day, and hopefully we're all celebrating with family and friends. So we will be back to our normal schedule on January 15th. So as always, if there's a topic, if there's a tech tool, if there's a marketing tool that you want to know more about, that you've heard your agents ask about, that you're not fully comfortable with, shoot myself or JD a note, and we will make sure that we get that training scheduled for you guys. Really appreciate all your time. Hope you all have the happiest of holidays, super safe, spend time with your family and friends, and then come back in the new year refreshed and ready for our exciting rebrand.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. And just so you know, because we're going into a new year in 2020, we've got some new big ideas in the marketing group that we'll be implementing to all of you. I'll give you a sneak peek at one of them we're implementing is for agents to submit marketing projects online. They don't have to send an email or pick up the phone and call. They can submit a marketing request online. We're very excited about it. And that's just one of our big ideas for 2020. So we're really excited. So Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody. Love your response, Becky. Love you, Becky.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.